Welcome back to WCBL Season 4 Evergrande Power Rankings Week 1, and this time I actually have Nado with me, and it won't be a horrible train wreck because I can't carry a conversation by myself.
Don't say that. I'm able to move my jaw now. It's great. Talking's cool. Hi, everyone.
Let us get right into it then. So,
Yeah.
first off, rank 8, we have both agree that it is a guy. This week, a guy went up against Cameron, and a guy brought Zeora, Sylveon, Mega Heracross, Amoonguss, Nidoking, and Beartic, and Cameron brought a Porkadeer, Mega Mawile, Deoxys Speed, Alolan Persian, Salamence, and Blaziken.
Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
I think his turn 1 was awful. He had, at best, maybe 2 answers to Mega Mawile and lost one immediately. It was pretty bad for him, and the spikes didn't play much of a role, unfortunately. So I really have to knock him on that one. I also don't understand what the Beartic was brought for, though he sort of had a bad matchup looking at both of the teams. So I would have preferred to see Manaphy, I think, against Cameron, because it actually does some work.
I have to agree, agree with you on that. Losing Nidoking, turn 2, basically, just getting up the toxic spikes, is kind of I'd say that it was his only answer to Mega Mawile. Everything else basically got blown back in one hit, except for Amoonguss, but Amoonguss isn't doing anything back to a Mega Mawile. It's
exactly.
Why would you sack it turn 2? And why would you run T-Spikes on it? Hello?
Elite set should have a focus sash. That's what really gets me.
Yeah.
It would have been great if it was even Ice Beam, Earth Power, Rocks would have been much better than Spike, so I think. But, anything for a Mega Mawile does so well against his whole team.
But let's be honest, what does anyone really have for a Mega Mawile?
Well, he doesn't have a fire type, I think, so...
Exactly. That kind of faulted him, but even then, you basically have to play aggressive and get in on something that can offensively check it and not defensively check it. Because if you're defensively checking it, you either let it set up a substitute or a sword stance, and then it just blows back your entire team.
And that's why I would have liked to see Manaphy, or maybe I'm missing something about Beartic, something like.
Maybe a Z Beartic with Z Hail with the Slush Rush.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe. I was thinking that would have put work against me. I'm glad he didn't bring that.
I'm giving him ideas now.
Yep.
He is Z Beartic. That's news to me. He also had a Registeel he didn't bring.
Yeah.
I think that.
But Registeel also doesn't really do anything back and allows Sword Stance and subs to go up. Well, not really subs, but at least Sword Stance.
Yeah.
But that's not really much of a change for a guy from me. From last week, I had him at 8 as well. You moved him down one.
Yes. So.
Anything else on a guy? Ways that he could possibly improve?
I want to chalk this up mostly to bad matchup, so...
Oh yeah, he also lost 5-0. Forgot to mention that.
Yep, it's pretty... we didn't do much else of what Cameron had for this team, which I was curious about the Frogadier at least, but...
Protein Aerial Ace, knock out that Mega Heracross. I don't know.
That was pretty nice.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, like 13 turns though, so it's not really too much to get in depth about. Unfortunately, I have nothing else to say.
And then we can move on to, we both agree again on our number 7, TB, coach of the Vancouver Melodics. And he went up against Caden, aka Zone. TB
Zone.
brought Alolan Ninetales, Necrozma, Chiron B, Slurpuff, Aerodactyl, and Lurantis. And Caden brought Tapu Koko, Hulucha, Alolan Muck, Porygon 2, Alolan Raichu, and Escavalier. So right off the bat, it looks like TB just prepped for Caden's rain team, and that I disagree with that because he has way more than rain, as you can see in the team that he did bring this week. He knew that TB would bring his hail and whatnot, and he doesn't really have any switch-ins to Escavalier. Looking at his team, Steel and Bug straight up demolishes his team. Surprised he didn't bring his Scizor, which basically walls a lot of Caden's physical attackers. So kind of surprised I didn't see that brought. Your thoughts?
What else? I think he didn't have enough of a physically attacking presence to really hurt Muck or Porygon 2. Like, those put major holes in his team. Mega Aerodactyl went down pretty early because of that. It's probably the only reason why I would have supported the Keldeo Brain, because, well, it functions somewhat in rain, but he's
But
from what I
that'd
can
make
tell,
him weak to Coco Lucha.
Rain, yeah. Necrozma.
I just
and
feel
Karen.
like at team matchup, like looking at the teams, it was obviously Caden was going to win because of the different modes. TB just couldn't counter all of them and would basically have to bank on which one he was bringing.
Yeah, once went down, the only thing neutrally taking Muck's hits was Karen Black, which let Zone play really safe and sort of forced TB to
just let everything go down.
Like sack things when he didn't need to, like the Ninetales at the end.
Kind of.
Oh, and he also gave you the Slurpuff wrong, I believe, so that if it had the citrus berry, because he was at 51%, the berry didn't. I don't know if that, if you didn't make the HP stat divisible by 4, but that is what you should do the next time you want to run a setup Slurpuff.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you're bringing Belly Drum, you better know what HP you need to run to get that berry proc.
Yeah.
Maybe he purposely did it expecting like hail to knock him down into range. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
also kind of questioning why he led Mega Aerodactyl and then didn't Mega the Arrow. Maybe expecting Scarf Coco, but then why would you lead it? It's not like Caden had any rockers or hazard setters on his team that would warrant Mega Aerodactyl being the lead.
Yeah. I don't think it's a possible Coco. I mean, Zone's leads could have been Escavalier also, so Lurantis didn't seem have too many answers to Coco to begin with.
Also, why he should have brought Scissor to wall that Escavalier. Maybe he's saving it for round 2.
Yeah. You have anything else to say?
Nope. Moving on to our number 6, which we also agree on. Surprise, surprise. We have Primer, coach of the Palnolio Primarinas. And Pokey Primer brought Tapu Bulu,
Mhm.
Metagross, Weavile, Infernape, Suicune, and Mega Ampharos. Against Dax's Nihilego, Magneton, Victini, Landorus Varian, Greninja, and Altaria. This match also ended in a 5-0 like the previous two.
Yikes.
So basically just shuffling down the people to the bottom because of that.
Yeah, he lets all 3 spikes go up within the first. It was kind of crucial, I think, to the end result. Well, now that I think of it, he has 2 forms of removal. 3, sorry. Count his spinners.
He didn't have them at the time. He only had, I believe, Armaldo.
Forgot about the tree. Let me see.
He had Crobat and he had Armaldo.
Crobat would have been. I was gonna say Crobat would have been a great bring, but I don't think the matchup would have been that great.
Walled by Magneton, walled by Nihilego,
oh wow,
walled by Landorus Varian.
I'm thinking special nasty bat, maybe, but
then it wouldn't be able to hit the Nihilego.
You're right, but
the SPDEF on that thing is
tough. Here, his only answer to Nihilego's Metagross, which got
demolished,
and Magneton.
Also, why I didn't put Primer lower was because in his matchup he didn't basically just get completely bodied. It was kind of slower.
Yeah, up until the sweeping point, it was going a little back and forth. Though, I guess from an outside perspective, it just looks like Dex was preparing for the sweep, and he was just sacking Greninja to get the momentum into Nihilego, because he whittled the things down needed to be.
Yeah, he let his walls to Nihilego go down, such as Suicune and the Metagross.
Suicune
kind of questioning
really.
why he brought a rock polish set of Metagross when it is his basically wall to Nihilego. Surprised it's not like a bulkier set with like Shuka or something.
I think it would have worked out if he scouted the Landers first.
Yeah. As well as letting Bulu go down to the Sludgeway on Landorus, not scouting for anything. It's like, you gotta scout. Especially with the coverage Dax's Mon's got.
Yeah, and I think he, like with the grassy terrain, he would have needed to whittle Victini down as well before really officiating that. Like the setup could have worked. It was just too early, in my opinion. But it was probably an act of desperation, like to gain him some momentum.
Trying to think. No, I'm pretty sure that was probably the best team could have brought to the matchup, though. But once he saw that Dax was going for spikes, I think he should have gone like hard into Ampharos or Tapu Bulu to deal with it and get it out, instead of just sitting there with Suicune getting whittled down.
Curious about this weekend's set, but I do not remember if he stated what it was.
It was Scald, Air Slash, Protect, I think.
Ooh.
Toxic? Yeah, Toxic, right? Yeah, Toxic, Scald, Air Slash, and fourth move, Unknown.
Okay. I
kind of question why he has Air Slash and not like Ice Beam.
Oh, hold on. I don't remember what Toxic Verzion.
Potentially. I guess that's true, but
if like he wanted to prevent the setup, that's pretty ballsy, but it does better when it's preserving its health, I think.
Yeah, and he also had like Infernape and Metagross to deal with it, so.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it for Primer. Next up, number 5, we have me. I went up against you.
Don't cry now, please.
I went with Kartana, Dragalge, Mega Bro, Zebstrika, Umbreon, Aerodactyl, and you went Mega Audino, Kyurem, regular, Doug Trio with the Sand Trap, Gliscor, Celesteela, and Arcanine. You want to take this one?
Man, the whole thing. It was okay. I think it was very long. We didn't get to 200 turns.
197, I believe, is what we got to.
But that really is the merit of Leech Seed and Pressure Stall, I think. But
you lied to me. You said you were only doing semi-stall.
Yeah, I was thinking about a offensive Arcanine to possibly catch the Slowbro, but
That's what I was thinking it was.
I needed another Cortana check. As it turned out, it actually worked well. So
I only lost by 2, so I'm better than the lower people. Probably could have won the match maybe. Turn 158 is when I kind of messed up, switching out of Dragalge into Aerodactyl, expecting you maybe want to preserve Celesteela, go into Gliscor, take the Thunderbolt, and defog away my Toxic Spikes. But no.
Imagine watching that replay.
Oh yeah, Justin's here.
Oh, I am here.
Hi there. It's taking really long to watch this replay again. I watched it like twice.
Don't do it. Nada, you made us so proud. Stalling on TV.
I switched to balance because
and then after losing the Aerodactyl, I kind of messed up going into Mega Bro, thinking I could take 2 energy balls.
Yeah.
If only I had clicked Thunderbolt, I could have knocked out that, and then would have been easier on my part.
You're right. That was some predicting that really allowed me to be even safer in my plays than I already was. In terms of good prep, I
gotta commend you on that Gliscor set. Caught me off guard. Not mono U-turn as an attack.
Oh,
bravo,
yeah.
bravo.
I mean, my hazard removal's not the best. You did pressure it a bit with via Ice Fang, and I was half expecting it to go down early to flinches, but
yeah, but no, my luck is horrible.
Yeah, well,
might as well talk about our number 4s as well, since we both have you at number 4.
Great.
Since we're all going for this.
Great. Let me get to spoilers then. Did I post my team?
I don't think so. If you did, I didn't check. Only other misplay on my part, though, was expecting you to not be running Earthquake over U-turn, as I hard switched out of the Gliscor as you go for the U-turn, and then my Zebstrika got caught by the Duck Trio.
Yeah, that was like the one real stop to Celesteela.
Yeah.
And I just EV'd it so that it could live a Scarf hit and it would outspeed a non-Scarf. And then I wasted on the Umbreon because I thought it wouldn't be physically defensive, and that was my bad.
Nah, gotta be physically defensive for that Arcanine. Because I thought it was gonna be offensive. Curse you.
I would have done specially offensive anyway, and then lost to the Dragalge. Like that's why I did that.
That's true. You and your whacking dog. I also noticed the power herb. Did you have Solar Beam on it?
I did have Solar Beam.
Kind of glad I didn't bring my Volcanion then, because I was planning on bringing a Volcanion with Z Sunny Day.
Wow, Kieran would have had a field day. I think I should have.
Nice Spadef, max HP, max Spadef Kyurem.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out like it did in the end anyway. I didn't have much of a Slowbro answer because I didn't have status on the Audino, and I also didn't make it out to speed the Umbreon, which looking back, I really should have in order
Also
to
with
at
the
least
Celesteela to get
stop
those
it taunting.
seed.
Yeah, both of them didn't outspeed. Yeah. I think that was a misprep on my part.
Nice and calculated.
Well, maybe had rocks up on my own, and like, if I was to sack the Doug Trio because you wished anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I had Flash Cannon on Celesteela, and that also didn't really have a purpose.
You were trying to get those with death drops, weren't you?
Well, I mean, yes. I was thinking of like, what other move would even be useful, and the answer is I don't know.
Earthquake.
Celesteela's move.
Earthquake for the Volcanion. I don't know.
Volcanion, Dragalge. I couldn't run a mix set that would have like satisfied the need to take on Slowbro. Kartana doesn't matter. It's frail as shit. Slowbro, Volcanion, and Dragalge. Like in order to.
It's kind of expecting like full-on defensive to check my physical threats.
Yeah, I think I would have had like a near same result, more offensive mon, because Adena ended up being really useless, except for if it healed Belled once. I don't remember because I'm still on turn 79, and I'm starting to lose track of when Adena actually came into play. So
it only got like one wish off, I believe. And the other time it came on, it got taunted or it got KO'd.
Yeah, it got statused also, which is really unfortunate. I had Heal Bell, Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam because I didn't think you'd run it.
How did I status it?
It was probably a Slowbro burn. I switched it in.
Oh, I thought I only got the burn on the Chiron. Okay.
You did both. I was going to Heal Bell them both, but you did not, and that made my Kieran roost a little more. I think it had like 2 roosts by the end. It was so sad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there goes Justin. Guess he got
bored.
Only match that was an upset in Pick'ems was this one. For some reason, everyone expected me to win. Well, at least more than half. Don't know why.
I'll continue to disappoint the Pick'ems like I always do.
Next up, we have Cameron at third. Already said his matchup. But basically, he identified the threats to his Mawile on A Guy's team, and he blew them back. I kept my top 3 the same. You kept your top 2 the same.
Yes. A lot of moving overall, and it was more a matter of good prep on his part, so couldn't move him up. I couldn't merit moving him up because I didn't get to see any of his cool stuff. I was excited.
Like the Frogadier.
Spoiler alert.
Really wanted to see the Frogadier.
Yeah, I won't spoil the next week's match, though.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to seeing stuff from him, is all I'll say.
Nice and Scarf Blaziken to get that Zerora off guard, outspeed, blow back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think that was more a misplay on A-Guy's part because I don't, like, Deoxys would outspeed it anyway. I don't see why he wouldn't bring in something that already outsped unless it was Scarf. So, that was like a really simple play of him, but also
maybe he was kind of worried about needing it for the Heracross or maybe the Mungus with its Psychic Stab. Probably didn't want to risk it that early, and he knew that Blaziken probably could have been expendable. I don't know.
Yeah, the Blaziken and the Deoxys both handled the same things, so that makes sense.
And the Deoxys wouldn't have to really worry about things outspeeding like a Scarf. Oh.
Pretty short, I guess. I wish I had more to talk about, but
shows the power of Mawile, Mega Mallwell
Yeah.
is the GOAT. Can confirm.
Good job, Cameron.
Only Mon you can. If you ever run full on Trick Room, you definitely need Mega Mallwell. Just saying.
You're right. I can't think of a better slow Mega besides maybe Setup. No, Setup Stabilize just gross. Never mind.
Next up, we
It's
have Cameron
great.
or not Cameron, Caden. Their names are so close, and their positions are so close. Caden, aka Zone. Already kind of touched up on his match. But you gotta hand it to him. He has a rain team with Mega Swampert, and he has Coco Lucha, and they were not the top kill leaders this match, or so far.
You're right.
Which is like, moi. Also showing the power of Escavalier, one of my favorite mons.
Yeah, it was a great showcasing. It was good of him to predict that TB would prep for weather, given that he has hail also. So that worked out tremendously. Nice. I liked the bolt beam on the Porygon because it made use of the electric terrain.
And it was
and the cooking was so good too. I don't think it mattered in killing the Aerodactyl, but it was thoughtful, I think. But then Muck and Escavalier just tore major holes through the rest of this team because they're really good against TB. So
yeah, Muck could take out 4 of the mons for super effective, and then Escavalier basically takes everything out with super effective.
He didn't use any of his electric terrain users, I believe.
He had a Alolan Raichu.
Yes, you're right. Well,
but it wasn't in on electric terrain.
Yes, he didn't take advantage of it.
But he didn't really need to. Didn't even hit the field, same as Hawlucha.
This was also a really short match in comparison to what else.
Nice and 22, like it should be. Not 197.
I'm not gonna do that again. No,
Shame on you, Nana. Putting me through that.
Escavalier is a good mon.
Yeah.
Actually, it hits everything on. I didn't realize it hit everything on TV's team super effectively until just now.
Yeah. Iron Head and Mega Horn.
Oh.
Good thing you didn't miss those Mega Horns.
Oh yeah, no.
That's the one drawback. You have to hit the Mega Horns.
You're right.
And you gotta hope that there's not an HP fire on something.
I don't remember what else he was actually hit with.
Iron Head,
the Cure,
Mega Horn. That's all he needed. It was an Assault Vest, which is nice too.
Yeah, but Necrozma Heat Wave. Yeah. It was like the best. I think it's the best check you can think of to a Cure in Black, but the Necrozma didn't even have Heat Wave. Yeah. I can't think of an actual Cure in Black check.
Only Escavalier, as long as the Chiron Black's not running Hidden Power Fire.
Okay.
And then finally we have Dax at number 1, keeping him the same for both of us.
Yes.
Dax just straight out outplayed Primer. Like I said before, Primer and Dax was the only somewhat real match of the 5 votes. Gotta give it to Dax with that Parashong Mega Altaria.
That was pretty nifty.
Did Victini ever hit the field? I don't think Victini hit the field.
I was curious about it too.
Maybe a Scarf to outspeed. The Weavile and Infernape. Either that or Colbleberry. That's my guess.
Yeah. I might be running the math, but it might have also been able to outspeed Matt at a +2 also.
You're doing the math wrong. +2.
I am doing the math wrong.
+2 speed Metagross. Well, depending on it.
Okay.
Depending on if Metagross would probably be running no speed if it didn't outspeed at +2.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, he ran his math right when facilitating that sweep at the end. I think that's all that matters, because that's what was given to us. We didn't really use Zelanderus or Victini much at all, but
Nice and knowing that he can take a nice punch from the
standard.
Megaros.
Yeah, Yachi sort of standard.
Uh,
Yachi or Scarf or Z. They're all kind of standard to me.
mm-hmm. Standard, not standard.
Do you have anything else to say?
Not really. Should we go on to the matchups for next week?
All right.
Next week we have Cameron versus you. Looking like
Yep.
an interesting matchup.
Oh yeah. Gonna pretend that hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Kind of have to give it to you though, just because your team is fat, and I faced it week 1, and I know that no one's going to break it. Just saying.
Yeah. Up next we have you versus A guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know about me looking at the results. You can pretend that I'm not looking at the results right now, but I'm gonna give this one to you.
Obviously, because you put me for pick'ems. That's how I'm doing it.
Yes, exactly. Because I have faith in you as a player. Your team's good also.
Thanks. Especially now that I have Savali.
Yes. Up next we have TB versus Dax, which is the only match I think that hasn't happened yet. Cause
I voted for TB. You voted for Dax.
Yeah, I think it's now just based on ability, because the matchup's not really particularly leaning towards one or the other for me.
I'm going to give it to TB though, because Mega Aerodactyl puts a hole in Dax's team.
Mega Aerodactyl doesn't work, but Dax has, I think, Alamomola, Nihil. If he doesn't bring
from Dax, that's what I want to see.
That'd be pretty nifty.
Sweep with Bronzong.
Or Cathagrigus.
True.
Wait. On something.
I think Bronzong hits harder for most things.
You're right, but
especially with the double variant, double ice. Like, what?
Okay. Alright. Like, if Cathagrigus didn't get that setup turn, then I can agree with you.
I guess.
But I think Dax has at least checks to... No, I really can't say as a check to Kieran being Alamomola, but
Bronzong.
It can regenerate whatever hit comes its way. So Bronzong, maybe.
Heat-proof Bronzong.
No, I forgot. Heat-proof.
Heat-proof Bronzong with
He doesn't have a fire type.
What do you mean? TB has Magmortar. TB has Magmortar.
No, I don't think it has a great matchup.
Hello? It's good for the Magneton. It's good for the
Does it even have speed? Hold on. I don't play NU.
No.
Magmortar. Yeah, it does actually.
70 or 80, something like that.
Magmortar is 83, so it outspeeds a good portion of his team actually.
Belly Drum Magmortar. Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Salic Berry, sub. So set up the sub. Belly Drum up, and then blow everything back with Fire Punch and Thunder Punch, except for the Landorus.
If he doesn't bring Scissor, then Dax's sweepers, Nihilego and Altaria, are going to be a huge problem for him. But he has good answers.
Definitely expecting the Nihilego or the Glalie, one of the two.
Yeah. I think Dax's sweepers do have a better position than TV's. That's my justification. We're only debating this because we don't know the results. So
yeah. And then last but not least, we have Primer versus Caden. I'm going with Caden, even though Primer is my Primarina buddy. Just looking at the matchup and looking at last week's. Primer's best rain answer is Suicune, and that kind of gets pressured by the Coco as well as Alolan Raichu.
He can change the terrain up, but his bulk doesn't have solid recovery outside of like. It would be a pretty uphill battle for him, I think. But Weavile does put in some work.
I guess that's true. Anything else you want to add in this video? I don't know what else to talk about.
We don't normally feature other things, so I guess that's it.
Because we're awesome.
Yeah, we're back now.
We're back. We're golden. We're amazing. We are way better than Indigo.
Best division, correct.
Yeah. This time we're taking home the title of Grand Champion. Maybe
right.
me, maybe you, maybe Dex, maybe Zone. That's my prediction of people that are running.
Solid so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering records.
Also, I'm coming for you again in.
You're right. Now I'm
week 7. I'm coming back for you.
Bad. Okay, it's gonna be hopefully shorter. I'm not gonna have a battle that long ever again.
Just don't bring stall, so I can body you.
I don't think I'll even try for semi-stall anymore. It's like it's working out fine for me. Like whatever works for me. I'll everyone else suffer as little as possible. That's my goal.
And that is all the time we have for this week in Power Rankings. Catch you next week as we discuss week 2. Peace. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.